Profanity Nation.
Yeah, it's the new era of man for some old school fans with a new school brand. We got money on the mic with the plan in hand. And Stat Pat to his left, they go hand in hand. And to the right, we got Simpster, he putting it down. It's the Profanity Nation, we running the town. Yeah,
It's the Profanity Nation.
Profanity Nation.
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Profanity Nation podcast, where we are the voice of the professional fan. We've got a great show for you today. We're going to go ahead and grade our Lakers through one quarter of the season. We're going to talk about every player. We're going to give them grades. We're going to talk about the team, the coach, and everything. But before we get to that, got to go ahead and introduce my co-host. To my right, we got Money Mike. What's happening, Money?
Man, I'm good. We almost at 500, man. That's a great thing.
Considering where we started, you're absolutely right.
You know what I mean?
Right? How far we've come. It's like gas prices. We're like, it's only $7 a gallon now. We're stuck. You know, they desensitize you with that shit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Because gas used to be like $3, and everybody happy about it before.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And we're happy that the Lakers are almost 500.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Quarter to the season.
Wow. Yeah. We were like, and what?
Exactly. Step Pat, how you feeling, man?
Good, man. Actually, we won today, so it's always a good time when the Lakers win. So yeah, like you said, we're close to 500. Didn't like the fact that we lost that game. I mean, that crazy comeback against Philly. We lost that, but we almost pulled
on
it
an
out.
Anthony Davis free throw, really.
Yeah, but the dude had like 10 points, like I guess before the first three quarters, and then I get 21 points in the fourth quarter. So I mean, like I know he made. I know, but I'm just saying, like
no. Hey, offensively it was great, but Embiid looked like every shot he had was wide open.
I mean,
he didn't play much defense, but then again, he was coming off.
I'm just saying.
Look, so many people are sick right now. I'm sure just about everybody listening or watching knows somebody who's sick right now. We're not talking COVID. We're talking cold, flu, coughs, this and that. And Anthony Davis had flu-like symptoms. I had it a couple of weeks ago. So
we want to welcome Clubhouse again.
Always.
We miss you guys. I'm going to call on you guys when you have a comment on what we're saying.
Oh, yeah. You guys are going to help us grade these Lakers because we know you guys have a thought on that.
I know they do.
That's for sure. But back to this illness, we had it, and that takes a lot out of you. So maybe he was just, biding his time, keeping his energy, and playing defense is a lot of energy, especially when you're trying to play against an Embiid type fella.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot out of you.
Yeah. So possibly that's what he was doing there. It didn't work in our favor. We did lose the game, but we were in it. We had a chance. So, that's what you want on the road.
Yeah.
Other than that, guys, this road trip concluded today, and all in all,
3-3, 500.
Yeah, and we would have done better had the illness not come in. No doubt about it. There would have been at least one more win, if not two more wins on this road trip.
We literally played a game without LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So
and got smoked.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, come on, dude. I mean, Cleveland talking all kinds of stuff. I mean, you got Donovan Mitchell really talking, and I'm thinking like, bro, you know damn well you didn't play against AD.
Exactly.
And AD is on fire right now, and no one wants to see AD.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so you don't play AD, but you're still chirping? Okay,
exactly.
Dude, whatever, bro.
You're
Cleveland.
You're Cleveland. You're still in Cleveland.
You're still
he went from
Cleveland.
Utah to Cleveland.
Yeah. Life is great.
Yeah, so he went from nowhere to nowhere. So I don't know if it's better in Cleveland than Utah. It's about the same, right, Money Mike? Okay, so like we said, guys, we're just past the quarter mark of the season here for the 2023 NBA season here. So this is a great chance for us to check in, to check on our club, to check on our guys, to see how we're doing, what we think, how we're feeling. Yep. So forth and so on. Everything good, Money Mike?
Yeah, everything's good.
All right, cool. Seeing how we're doing out there. Everyone says at the 20-game mark, that's when they're going to determine.
Right.
We know that there's a big deadline coming up here, which is December 15th, when 89% of NBA players are available for trade.
Right.
So, the Lakers are definitely going to wait until that time period. I don't think anyone in Clubhouse is under any misbelief that the Lakers should hold pat with what they have. But wholesale changes like we originally thought, probably not. Right. We're looking maybe just to add a piece or two if they can, something like that. But, I think that Pelinka wanted to see what this team, if they could compete, if they would compete, And if they can compete, then it's worth making a trade. If not, it's not worth jeopardizing anything in the future. But they are competing, and they are showing that they have some life, and they've got some spirit and definitely some energy. As we spoke last week, guys, we wanted to give Darvin Ham a lot of that credit, right?
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and get started. Everyone on Clubhouse there, if you've got anything to add, just go ahead and blink your mics. Money Mike is running Clubhouse from the tab today, so he's going to go ahead and bring you in. No question about that. But let's get started. And let's start with let's just get started right now with some of the peripheral players on the team. Let's get started with Austin Reaves. We'll start with you, Step Pat.
Man, I'm giving my man an A.
Right.
Like, I mean, like he's been thrust in a position that he was originally like. We knew he was pretty good. Like we were like, but now you're hearing people talk about he's like the replacement to Caruso, and but obviously the games are different, right? Caruso is defensively gifted. Austin Reaves have more offensive game than Caruso. However, fit for this team to how it's constructed, he's put in work. Hit a big shot. Obviously, I mean, he put a big shot. I mean, this iced the game today. He's reliable. LeBron loves going to him. He thinks that he's the person that is, when it comes down to crunch time, that he can rely on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I say Austin Reaves. I mean, he's pretty much has put Pat Bev on the bench,
right?
So it's what that is. We thought that Pat Bev was going to be a catalyst. I know you. I did. Okay, let me prove his ass. Let me rephrase that. Okay, I thought
your opinion was.
My feelings were that he was going to be maybe a catalyst, defensive gnat, something like just get under people's skin. And all of that was like fluff because his offensive game is trash. And so we just need to get more little offensive punch and somebody that's competent on defense. Austin Reaves fits the bill. I give him an A.
All right. Money Mike, Austin Reaves.
I give Austin Reaves an A too. I mean, I think he's doing everything that you thought he could do and more. I mean, that dude has moves off the court. I love the fact that he made the three today, and it was a game-changing three that basically sealed the game for us. Everybody was excited about him. He walked over, gave everybody a high five. He wasn't jumping over down. He wasn't celebrating. I love that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because literally, it's just another day. It's another day at work. You know what I mean? This is what I do. Okay.
And the game wasn't over yet.
Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't like, and we loved it when the DoorDash guy or whoever he is, when he got this opportunity and everybody was celebrating, it was a great moment. But I always, and I live by, you guys know this, you got to act like you've been there before.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't walk into a Louis Vuitton store and then surprise the person costs $2,000. You know what I mean? You in Louis Vuitton. You know what I mean? Walk in there, they say the purchase $2,500. Oh, okay. Let me check and see if my wife wants that. You know what I'm saying? But
play it right.
Yeah, don't play it right. You know what I mean? Don't act like oh, what? Nah. And I love the fact that maybe the play was for him or wasn't. Doesn't matter. He drained the three and he walked over. They walked up to him. Everybody jumped around. He high-fived him. He sat down on the bench.
Ready for business.
It wasn't smiling. Nothing. The game wasn't over. I love that. So, yeah, he gets an A. He's been doing everything I need for him to do.
Easily.
All right. I agree, guys. Please, Lakers fan club and Clubhouse, please blink your mics. I know you got something to say about Austin Reaves. Please, any of you let us know. Michael, call on you. I'm giving him an A. We needed somebody from this team to step up and rise above the expectations. We found that in Austin Reaves. He's doing that. He like you said, we don't know if that play was called for him, but he doesn't need his number called to be productive. He can be there. He can clean up the trash. He can clean up this. He's there. And he seems to be in the right spot at all times. We got somebody?
Yeah, we got Crispy. You want to give a grade out?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. He getting an A out of my book. He's been playing phenomenal for us, very efficient. I just read an article earlier tonight where they were saying he's actually in the running to be in the 90-50-40 club.
Yep.
And as we all know, only 9 players in NBA history ever made that club. So shout out to Austin Reaves.
Nice. And shout out to the Lakers for finding some badass white boys.
Hey man, that's what they do.
They always do. They really do, man. Like, they really do. Anybody else from the fan club there? Just let us know.
Go ahead, pick your mic if you guys will have a comment about Austin Reaves.
Yep. All right, we'll keep going. No problem. Somebody here will get them talking. That's for sure. All right, let's keep going, guys. This player here is at his second stint with the Lakers. Played a little bit for South Bay and really has helped Anthony Davis come off that 5 block there. We've got Thomas Bryant, Money Mike. Thomas Bryant, what grade are you giving him?
I'm gonna give him a B-. I think he has been solid, but he hasn't been more impressive. Like he's basically been doing everything that I thought he could do. He hasn't gotten better from the last time I saw him.
It's what you expected.
Yeah. So he's out there. He makes the good plays, but it's nothing that's like, oh my God, that guy. I'm glad that we got him back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So he's just filling his role. Yeah. He's okay. Give him a solid B.
Yeah.
Okay. Solid B. Stat Pat, your thoughts on Thomas Bryant?
I'm going to echo Money's points. I'm thinking like B-. If I'm being honest, only reason he's coming in, he's serviceable, but he's not locking the position down. Like it's AD is playing a lot at the 5, right? It was like we want somebody to come in there and like AD does what AD wants to do. However, AD has to realize he's killing it at the 5. Like he's MVP level at the 5.
Yeah.
So it's what it is. Like I know you want to be out there shooting threes and stuff like that, but look, man, you want to make your money, you got to make your money inside. And so, but in order for that to happen, for him to be that stretch forward that he wants to be, he basically Thomas Bryant and Damian Jones have to be, the ones that's going to solidify that center spot. And that's why when you start hearing these trade rumors, we're talking about getting depth at the center position and shooting position. We're going to go ahead, and that's what we're kind of like. We want athletic wings or 3-and-D kind of guys, and then you also want somebody that could give good minutes, serviceable minutes at the 5. And Thomas Bryant, like I said, for him coming from the G League and us being familiar with him, I'll give him the B. Around that time.
I'm going to follow suit. I'm going B-, and I'm going B- and almost pushing a C as opposed to a B+. And the reason being is the amount of years he's now been in the league. Like you said, he's very serviceable. He's playing that role. He's doing what's expected of him. But for the amount of years now that he's been in the league, I would expect him to be excelling a little bit more. I'm not necessarily seeing anything new added to his game or his abilities. He is what he is. And, I do believe he needs to pick it up a little bit here and there in order to rise above just a serviceable player. Otherwise, he's in danger of being that guy, backup center or even third string center on a major NBA team. And I don't think that's really what he wants. I think he would love to be a starting center, but he's not showing that. And he's not taking it. And you can't say that it's the LA Lights because he was sort of raised here, so he's familiar with that. He always has the energy, so that's not the question, but I'm saying B- teetering on a C because we're not seeing anything new. We're not really seeing any growth from him. And that's what we would like to see, definitely in a player of Thomas Bryant's caliber. All right, let's keep going here, guys. Let's go with Troy Brown Jr., Money Mike.
Troy Brown Jr., he's been okay. That's not the 4th, right? No, that's
what's that?
No, that's not Lonnie Walker.
No. Troy Brown,
he's guard forward.
Yeah, Troy Brown. I really ain't,
he's junior, not the 4th.
Yeah, okay. I want to make sure because I'm different. I'm giving him a C. I mean, he ain't done nothing that I'm impressed with. Like, he's not even in the minutes. And when he gets in there, he's just filling up space. It's take or leave.
Tradable asset.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's tradable asset. Okay, so he's on the team. He's solid. Like we said, he's not doing anything super special. He's not, necessarily making a name for himself here.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's also really not getting that opportunity, those minutes to really accomplish that. But as you see with Austin Reeves, if you play, Ham will give you the chance. He'll put you in.
Right.
So, if you force his hand, you will get playing time. Thoughts on Troy Brown?
Yeah,
Jr.?
I'm going to go say C as well. We're looking for wings that could can contribute. And there is such a void that's there on our team that somebody got to step up and take it. And the fact that we're still talking about wings on this team
as far as a trade target.
Yeah, so it's what it is. Like, we're not talking about, we have a glut at point guard, and we have a void at the center and the small forward position. So I would say the C would be something that would be fair for Troy Brown.
Yeah, I think so. Clubhouse, go ahead and blink your mics if you've got anything to add here. We've got someone for Troy Brown.
Hey, Dre, what do you think?
Bryant, though?
What?
Can we go back to Thomas Bryant?
Sure.
Yeah, it's
absolutely no problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I wanted to comment on both of them. So Thomas Bryant, first and foremost, he gets a C for me. At the same height as AD, getting like enough minutes to find your rhythm and so forth. He is non-existent on defense. You barely get rebounds. I see Russ getting more rebounds than you when you guys are in the same sequence. Like, I think that he does good on offense. Like, of course, he can hit that little midi range and he can stretch the floor if we drew out plays for him, though. I think that his role isn't what he would like it to be. We need you more to just cover the bald spots, so to speak, for AD, man. I need you to pick it up on defense. Stop getting banged on by every big dude. Get a nice hard foul every now and again. He's average. Like, he's forgettable. Nobody recognizes him on the floor. Troy Brown Jr. is a waste of a space. Respectfully, he does absolutely nothing on the wing, and we sorely need a presence there. He doesn't have anything to go to on offense or defense. There's no like defensive stops. I haven't seen him lock or hold anybody. I haven't seen him hit from the outside shot, and we were aiming at 3 and D from him, right?
Yep.
So his job is definitely a C- for me. You definitely are in the group of the few people that I will put on the trading block.
Yeah, I agree. And considering that that's a weak spot on the team, he has every opportunity to excel if he could.
Exactly.
And really make a name for himself, because we need help there. And he just doesn't seem to be able to rise to that occasion and fulfill that role, guys.
Yeah. There's a big void there. And like Dre was saying, I mean, like we talked about it earlier, you have all the opportunity to be able to go ahead and stake your claim on this position. And the fact that you can't do that, and like he's trade fodder. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he throws it. He's a throw-in. Like, if we need to make the salaries right.
We're
going to put him in there.
Exactly.
Like, for sure.
He's a salary number.
So don't get comfortable. Keep your stuff in boxes.
Yeah.
But
when he's playing that way, and it's not because, he's affected that he may be traded. No, he just hasn't risen to the occasion. And there could be any number of reasons. Maybe he's just not capable. But at this point, I would agree. I think we're all on the same page there so far.
Yeah.
With Troy Brown Jr. Let's keep this moving, guys. This one, I think we're all a little excited about. Lonnie Walker IV. Let's go, Stat. Lonnie Walker.
I must give a man like a B. I would say like
a B.
Well, B. You want me to give him a B plus? I look. I like him. A B is good grade, man. B is 80%.
That's good.
What I'm saying is, it's like there's inconsistency there. So you know what I'm saying. So it's good. And I like him, and he's did a lot better than what I thought he was going to do. Because Pop was dogging my man out. Like Pop made it look like he was just like, okay, you can take him, like he's trash, and he was not. He's definitely not. I like his athleticism. I like that we have a sorely missed, from last year. We have some of that on this team now.
It's got some shooting.
He has some shooting. He's doing better. His game is impressive from what it was with the San Antonio Spurs. So I say B. On good nights, might be a big. I don't want to be straddling the fence. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a B. Y'all can give him a B plus. Y'all want to? I'm gonna give him a B.
All right.
I would give him a B plus, maybe A minus, but I'm talking about just like him and his grade, not in comparison to.
No, you don't compare to anyone. It's just for himself and him as a player.
I didn't realize how much of an impact he would be on the team. I mean, like you say, he's very athletic. He definitely knows how to get to the basket. He plays decent defense. Like what you said, he definitely is giving us more than I thought he was going to give. So he's playing above what I expected him to do.
Yeah,
that's why we give him a B plus.
Yeah, I'm with you right there. I'm on B plus, A minus, because he's a surprise for me this year.
Okay,
meaning that he's given us more than I expected. He could have easily fell into that Troy Brown category of just here taking up a roster spot, salary filler. But I think with some of the timely shots that he's made, some of that 3-point shooting, he is a bit streaky, but just that shooting that we desperately needed, and he was there in some of those moments to bridge the gap when we were lacking it. And to me, he rose above what the expectations were, like you said, coming from San Antonio. So for that, he's definitely strong B plus, working on that A minus. If he can keep it up, he doesn't have to do much more than he's doing. If he can just keep it up, keep shooting, keep making those timely shots, I think he'll finish the season with an A minus there. Lakers fan club, if you got anything to say,
I do like the fact that when LeBron went down, or he was down for those 5 games, I think. He stepped it up big time. He was getting, like, I don't know if he would have got a career high, but it was up there. He has a couple of 20-point games, like big 20-point, not like 22, but like 28-point games. Like he was balling. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, since, and maybe it's because we LeBron James takes so much of the attention and stuff like that.
So much gravity around.
So gravity that he's not able to shine like he did shine. And so the fact that he's not still, because him and Austin Reeves were like the backcourt. Yeah, like, they felt like they were like the backcourt, right? But now it seems like he's still solid. But I need those. And today he had a good game though. Yeah, he's had a really good game. So I'm not gonna sneeze on that. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to see a little bit more.
He's not hurting the team. That's
he's not, and he's definitely not getting traded.
Yeah,
and we want them rights. We want them rights.
He's not,
you know what I'm saying? We want the bird rights.
All right, Andrea, you want to give a grade?
Yeah, y'all tripping. I wish I was in the studio because this is crazy. I can't believe you gave him the same beat you gave Thomas Bryant. So Lonnie Walker has single-handedly saved 3 games when Bron was literally shooting trash. Okay, and when he was finding his rhythm. Lonnie Walker has been that momentum that we need in the starting unit when our go-to starters are off. He's the 3rd highest average points per game person on our team, and he's the most consistent besides Russ off the bench. And he's consistent on both sides of the ball. Whenever we need a spark, whenever we need a clutch bucket, if the game is tied, him and Austin have been the only 2 that consistently do that outside of AD. For me, he gets an A minus only because an A should be almost next to perfect, and I'm going to save it for Marshawn. But I'll give him an A minus.
All right, that's good.
Okay.
I don't think we're too far off on that, guys.
Yeah,
we're pretty close there. She's a little bit more. Dre's a little bit more animated with it. She likes him a little bit more than that. So, but I think we all agree that he's an asset to the team. We don't want him traded. We want him, to stay with the team. We want him for more than a year. He wants to be here for longer than a year, he said. So, let's see how that goes. Let's continue this roll, guys. Okay, this one here, I have a feeling we're all gonna pretty much vote the same. Let's start with you again, Stat. Kendrick Nunn.
No.
First of all, let me just say this. We need to have I'm probably saying this on the show. If I did say this on the show, then I apologize. But we need to start a petition to change my man's name to None, because that's literally what it is. At this point in time, I'm going to give him a fail. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to give him a fail. I'm not going to give him a D. I'm going to give him a fail because there has been too many donuts that he's been playing on the game and getting minutes and getting donuts. And because I got duped. I got duped because in the preseason, my man was balling, bro. My man was getting 20-some points in the preseason.
Yeah.
The minute the lights turn on, my man was like that frog, the WB frog.
Yeah.
All of a sudden he's ribbon.
No more singing.
No singing. He
no
singing
dancing.
No
singing. No,
you know what I'm talking about? So, I'm not going to give him a D. I'm not going to give him a D minus because that means you would actually contribute sometimes. Like, he literally does not contribute. And if you're not contributing, you have to go. I need him packaged with Pat Bev with a couple of first, maybe a couple of second rounders, and let's go ahead and do this damn thing because he is literally taking up space and he is pretty much Darvin Ham is playing him. I don't even know why. Sometimes you gotta just take the keys from somebody and just like you can't play him if he ain't here.
Yep.
So hey, for me, hey, y'all can go ahead and give him something else, but I'm giving none. He getting a fail for me.
Money Mike, as far as we know, there's no injuries for Nunn. He's playing like he's injured. He's playing like there's something on his mind other than basketball. What grade are you giving our boy?
Look, I agree with Pat because first of all, we waited on him for a whole season.
For real.
Right? So
for real.
So now we waited for a whole season and we were patient. I felt, you know what I mean? Like we got rid of a lot of different people last year and we kept you and we said, okay, well, that's because we had a feeling that you was going to go and be Impact.
Yeah, we believe
and now you're not Impact this year. Yeah, you get a fail for me, man.
Bruh.
Because right. I mean, what else do we owe you as far as because we literally
had a paid vacation last year.
Give you opportunity.
Yeah, I had a paid vacation to heal himself and get used to the squad, get used to the team, get used to the lights. We got somebody. Is that Crispy?
Crispy, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm right on the same page with you guys. I give Nunn a super F minus. I don't know who's trying to stink it up more, him or Pat Bev, but as of lately, Pat Bev at least played defense for us, but yeah, Nunn. He do exactly that. He don't do none. so
he's living up to his name.
For real.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, he's definitely living up to his name.
Yeah, he's living up to his last name.
Yeah, he is. It's disappointing when you got a name like that. You got to do a little more.
You would think you got to ball out.
You got to do just a little bit more when you've got a name like that, guys. He doesn't deserve too much more of our time right now, so we're going to keep this ship rolling. Nothing personal. Juan Toscano Anderson, Money Mike.
Ooh. You know, I think he still has a whole lot of potential. Man,
do it,
JT.
Do
JT.
What you know what JT? You gotta do,
man. Look.
JTA, you know what you gotta.
I'm gonna be nice, man.
Oh, see, okay,
I'm gonna be nice.
Go for it.
I'm gonna give him a C.
Oh hell no!
I'm gonna give him a C.
A C is essentially serviceable. In our eyes today, a C is a serviceable player who's giving you exactly what you expected, nothing more, nothing less.
Yes, the dude ain't doing that.
But no, hold on, wait a minute. See, listen. So if we look
what's
at
your criteria?
If we look at this like his PE, right? So we gave Nunn an F because he don't even dress. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if he is dressing, he still got his street clothes underneath that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least Juan is dressing and he's ready. You know.
Then a C?
You know, he's getting the average grade. He I think that we haven't really had the opportunity to see like a lot of his potential. I think
we suck. Okay. You know, we are below 500.
Mm-hmm.
What do we need to be at for him to show his potential?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like, how bad do we need to go for him to get some run? Because he should be utilized. And if he has any kind of ability, and not to take your thing because I'm gonna go ahead and give my grade. But just saying, but my grade will be I'm giving him a D minus, dude. I need something. I'm gonna grade these people harder than most people because I need to see something from you. And you have I had high hopes for JT. I did. I really did. I thought that the Warriors let him go. I'm like, oh man, bringing some championship pedigree.
Been there, done that.
Done there. Not shy in the moment. All this other stuff. Kind of you give him some athleticism. Maybe he can go ahead and hit a couple shots, play some defense. I ain't seen none of it. So if I'm not seeing that, how do I give you anything above a D? Because you're literally not giving me anything that's satisfactory. Remember, C, if we're talking about grades, is satisfactory. Is he satisfactory? Are you satisfied?
That's a good question.
No, I'm not. I'm not satisfied for what.
Okay, then it's not a C.
All right. Okay, I'll accept that. A C minus.
Okay. Oh well, I mean, okay, man. You being nice right now, but that's okay.
So basically, Step Pat, you're saying because he's dressing and not wearing street clothes underneath the dressing, he gets a D.
He's doing 15-minute miles.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing the mile, but he's doing like he's really walking.
Yeah, I think for some reason I just feel like that potential. I know. I hate it. I hate it also. Go ahead, Dre. I see it. Is she blinking the mic?
Yeah.
No, she didn't blink the mic.
No, well, that's just that's just your your avatar.
I mean, I can answer it.
Go ahead, please.
He gets an incomplete for me. I mean, like when you don't really participate in the class, like you normally could just withdraw. An I or a W for withdrawal. Like I don't have anything to give to him. He didn't get enough sample size to me, honestly speaking. There's no role for him. He's buried on the bench. I think he actually is a good talent that could contribute more than none is. You know what I'm saying? And a couple other pieces that get playing time. He could contribute more than Troy Brown Jr. did today.
Yep.
So I think that it's an incomplete for me. I think that in all fairness, I think he's a good talent. He comes from winning pedigree. He obviously I've seen him play outside of our team, high basketball IQ. I just think that we haven't given him enough chance.
All right. So she said what I'm saying.
I'm just saying I understand that, but
because I'm saying I have not seen his potential yet.
Well, I'm saying
but he has
the opportunities are there. You know what I'm saying?
You got to seize the opportunity. You got to seize the moment. You got to make your opportunities.
Well, I mean, like I said,
we're below 500. What are we talking about? He's not getting the opportunity. What are you doing in practice? How are you not standing out? What is going on here?
Hey, touche.
What is going on?
Incomplete. I go with Dre. I like that. I like that version of it.
Soft.
We've got one more bench player. Then we're going to take a break and get back to the starters here. But let's go one more player. Wenyen Gabriel. Money Mike. Wenyen Gabriel.
C+.
Okay.
I like
serviceable.
Yeah. I mean, he comes in there. He does some really good things sometimes. Other times he is a non-factor.
He's lost out there,
right? So you see where he could go and put. For me, I was like, damn, if he would consistently do that, you know what I mean? When he's doing the great things or the good things, you're like, then he could definitely be a really good, serviceable player that we could put him in any situation. He'd be able to go through. I just think that he just needs to work on his consistency, then he would get a high grade for me.
I like him. To me, if we're talking about potential, we're talking about things, if we're going to look at him as a work in progress, he's doing a lot to me get more playing time than Bryant. To me, when AD went down with the flu, and he came in that next game. He actually has some, like, I can see where his presence was felt. Now, of course, like you said, sometimes he doesn't always be in the right positions, but I see a lot in him,
and he's improving.
And I think he's improving, and I just like his athletic, his demeanor on the court. Now, of course, he's not moving the needle. But I mean, this when you start getting into the middle of the roster, it's kind of hard to give these grades.
Yeah,
because these grades because you know who suck.
Yeah,
and you know who's balling.
And some sample sizes are kind of small,
right?
Too.
So it's kind of hard to kind of really evaluate when you get, like you said, the small sample size. But what I do see from him, I like him better than Bryant. I mean, that's just me. So.
All right, so your grade was
C+.
Okay, I'm going with a C as well. Serviceable, doing what's expected, learning, coming along, increasing his gameplay slowly but surely. Not costing the team when he's out there. He's not a negative when he's out there. He's not necessarily making waves, but he's not a negative. So he's doing what we would expect. So you need those serviceable players on the team. That's important. Let's go ahead and take a break here really quick. You are watching and listening to the Profanity Nation podcast, the voice of the professional fan, found exclusively on Infinity Studio streaming channel on YouTube. And we are live right now on the Los Angeles Lakers fan club on Clubhouse app. Thank you, Chris B, for helping us out there. Thank you, everyone who's participating. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. One.
United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services.
We are back. We are the Profanity Nation podcast, found exclusively on the Infinity Studio streaming channel on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
We are also live right now, joining with the Los Angeles Lakers fan club on Clubhouse. We love it. Dedicated fans there. Be sure to sign up for the Los Angeles Lakers fan club on Clubhouse, because that's the spot to be for live in-game conversations. They do watch parties. They do post-game. You're going to get some really smart people on there. That's where you want to be. That's for sure. So you want to sign up with the Clubhouse app for the Los Angeles Lakers fan club. They take good care of you. They treat everyone good. Let's keep this ship rolling, guys. Before we get on to the starters, let's go ahead and break away real quick, and let's talk about the coaching staff. Okay. We'll talk about them as a whole because they're relatively new. Phil Handy obviously been there, but we all love Phil Handy. So, we're talking about Darvin Ham and his coaching staff. Okay. We're talking about what we've seen, the growth, so forth and so on. Let's get started with you, Money Mike.
Look, I give Darvin Ham an A. I think he's done everything I feel that he said we're going to do in the press conference. He's utilizing Westbrook in a way where he could be effective on the team, which is something that we all know last year that was not happening. It was a rough start, so you got a little worried, but he was able to figure it out and right the ship. And he's only done it with less than 20 games. So I give him an A for everything that he's pretty much done.
Okay, Step Hat.
Darvin Ham. I know A is a little high for me. I can give him B plus. I like what he's doing. Obviously, he gets a B plus for me. How he's handling Westbrook. Rotations though, sometimes a little. I'm not really always happy about his rotations. That 4-guard lineup that he put out there a couple games ago, it was like it was just. We were experimenting, didn't kind of like work. But I think just like this team, he's growing into the position as his first year. Obviously he understood the Milwaukee Bucks, right? I would say, B plus for Darvin Ham. I think he can get better. He's definitely got the team buying in to him. Mm-hmm. So that goes a long way for me. I didn't see that last year with anybody. I don't hear anybody talking about being disgruntled on this team. It's like they're set themselves some goals, right? They were saying all the right things. We need to get 500 on this road trip. We need to get closer to 500, stuff like that. So it's still positive. Yep. It's still thinking that there's a couple of, games away before they really started doing it. And, it does show, obviously, the 0-5 start, the 3-10 start.
Yep.
Was a little, but now they've been playing above 500 ball since that 3-10 start. So I'll give Darvin Ham a B plus.
I'm right with you. I'm right with the B plus, and he would have an A if we were over 500.
Right.
You can't deny the record. So you have to. He has to be held accountable at least a little bit for the record. New coach, new team for him, absolutely. But that horrendous start really, in no way was his job in jeopardy. In no way did I doubt his abilities, but until they really right the ship and they're over that 500, he has to remain in the B grade just because you are what your record says you are.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with it. I think it was a great hire. I think Pelinka did a great job picking Darvin Ham. I think that was a strong candidate for this team and for these egos that we have. And I think he's handling them well. Anyone from fan club have anything to say about Darvin Ham and his coaching staff? Go ahead and blink your mics. I think he's done a great job. And the most important part about it is we're hopeful. and we expect more,
right?
Because not that we expect more because he's underperforming. We expect more because now he's getting more comfortable. So we actually think he will do better and continue to increase his skills. So really, I think that the Lakers are in good hands right now with Darvin Ham. And I think we've got a coach for at least the next 4 to 5 years, and see how he goes. So that's a good thing to say there. Let's keep going now with our starters, guys. Okay, let's start with somebody that I'm not a huge fan of. Never was. He's had literally one moment this whole season where people have supported him, and that's because he pushed Ayton from behind, DeAndre Ayton, in the Phoenix games. We're talking about Pat Beverly. Hopefully, the fan club. If you got anything to say, we can go to you guys first before we go anywhere else. If you got anything to say, blink your mic about Patrick Beverly.
Go ahead, Crispy.
We'll let you get started on that.
Yeah, that push with Ayton was probably his best play of the year. He get a solid D from me. I'm going on mute.
Okay, solid D. You're going on mute. Nothing else to say.
Anybody else?
Nobody else there. Okay, I think it's a given. I think we all feel the same. Money Mike, Pat Beverly.
D. He you know, the thing about Patrick Beverly is you knew what you was getting when you got him, and he's not even doing that. He's not playing. He's not playing great defense. He's not creating the personality of the team. He's not creating toughness. He was always a mediocre player. I mean, he could play better than me, but but other than that, you know what I'm saying? But it was the intangibles that you would kind of expected that he would give.
Yep.
And he's not making the impact really. He really is like annoyingly fouling. I mean, everything while watching him try to play defense, and you feel like he's outmatched, and he plays defense in a panic, and oh man, yeah, he's frustrating. I think Austin Reeves should get all of his
minutes. Stat Pat, Patrick Beverly,
definitely D. Just to echo what Russell Westbrook said, when he had that quote, that famous quote, Pat Beverly, he tricked y'all, man.
Yeah,
like he tricked y'all into thinking that he playing like this world class defense, and I'm like, okay, well, what does that even look like on my team?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm looking at it, and just like Money was talking about, like the intangible, the stuff that the grit. I thought he was going to bring that kind of like toughness, where it's like, I don't know. Why did I have visions of Oakley
because
and
he talks
Mahorn.
A good talk.
Yes, he has that. It has the mouthpiece.
Talks a good talk, but he sure don't walk the walk.
No, it doesn't. And so I just think that and then also if you're not playing that defense that I expect you to, where's your offensive game at this point? Because look, I can tell you, there's some people that, especially in Laker history, I would say D Fish. D Fish was known for, when he first came in the league, he was a defender.
Yep.
But he actually was just always taking it to the rack. And then thinking about 3-4 years, he got hurt himself, right? And he was out for 20-something games. And in that time, he developed a jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
And that jump shot basically was deadly. I mean,
it carried him.
It carried him for the rest of his career with that jump shot. And where is the maturation in my man's game? When is he because he doesn't have to rely on it. He has to rely on what he's been tricking people the whole time. I'm gonna get him there, and then and I'm so tired of looking at those memes of him in that play, winning, get into the play-in game, and he's throwing his shirt into the crowd, and he acting like nah, bro, you can't
acting like Kobe in Game 7 against Boston.
You can't do these things and then come to this team and literally we're all ready to ship him out.
Yep.
So we're all putting him in trades. He's definitely the main piece in any trade.
Yeah,
it's going out right now. So
yeah.
100%.
I agree. I give him an F. That's probably not hard. I give him an F because I've never liked his banter, and at least if he was following up the talk with some solid play, again serviceable, he'd get a solid C for me. But the fact that he's a minus on this team, he hurts the squad when he's out there. His offense is atrocious. He talked all sorts of crap about, no, they're playing with me because I was the one in the playoffs last year. If you're going to talk that kind of crap, you damn well better back it up. And he ain't backed up nothing. No. So he gets even extra minus points for that. I do like, the fact that he was out there and did the enforcer move with DeAndre Ayton, no question about it. But that just kept him from being an F-. Right. So that gave him one check mark. Now he's a 1. So, now he's got one check mark on my side. That's what he got. So, he's a huge disappointment beyond even what I expected. And I always thought he was all hype and talk anyways. Yeah. But he's even surpassed my low expectations as far as what I expected from him. So I'm going with an F. Anybody at the fan club got anything to say? Patrick Beverly, let us know. If not, we'll keep moving. We're getting short on time here, guys. Okay, let's go now. We know he's not a starter, but he gets starter minutes and he gets starter pay. Russell Westbrook. Let's start with you, Step Pat.
You know what, dude? I'm gonna give Russell a B this year. I did not expect him to do any of this. I mean, from what he had last year, and now, of course, the excuse is to use a baseball analogy, but he's good in the middle innings, right? He's good in that second and third quarter, right? He's really good for that. Now, when the game's online, I don't want him in there. But second and third, quarters, he's actually doing things that give him a nice little stat line. He's getting like the assist numbers are up. Of course, if he's 75% of the assists going to AD, it's okay. Somebody giving AD the ball.
That's okay.
So that's okay. I don't care.
He knows
John
his bread is
Stockton.
buttered. He knows
John Stockton made a whole living just giving the ball to Karl Malone. So hey, I'm not gonna sneeze at it. But what I'm saying is, I didn't expect this, and we were always trying to trade him, and now he has played. So he's played well enough for us to be like, okay, maybe not trade him. Unless we really going to get a blockbuster trade. But if you ain't going to get a good trade, there's literally no reason to trade him right now. Yep. And then you have other options, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I am going to give him a B. I can't give him a B+ because he's not finishing games. But he is playing well and more than I did expect.
So better than serviceable, better than just there.
Definitely.
So he's not that C player. Money Mike.
No, you got to give him a B+, A-, man. I mean, first of all, he's changed his whole role. He's coming off the bench. He's leading the league in double-doubles. He's been way more effective. His turnovers are less. He's playing way better than he did last year.
Way better.
Way better. So, and in the new role, he's accepted it. He's adopted it for the fact, like we was talking with Crispy last week. If I make $47 million, I'm supposed to start. So that's so from its ego standpoint. And the way that he's playing, you gotta give him a B.
I could go up to a B+.
Yeah.
A- though.
Yeah, I'm not in the A.
I'm not in the A range, and I know you're an advocate for Russell. I know you like Russell.
I'm happy. I'm happy that they're finally playing him in the way that they're allowing him to. And we're gonna get with the other player. Don't run out of time because I want to talk about that guy too. In regards,
you've got to be first.
Well, we're gonna keep going. So I'm going with a B+ as well. Let's keep this Laker train rolling here, guys. There's a reason why I'm doing it in this order here. We're kind of winding it down here. Let's start with you, Money Mike. LeBron James.
Okay, so LeBron James. I'm gonna give. Ooh,
yeah.
I hate that.
They're all hearing.
I hate.
They're all listening.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna give. Look
at this.
You know what? I'm actually pretty happy from what I've been seeing recently from LeBron James. Meaning, so I'm gonna give LeBron James an A-.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And mainly because
I
feel like
a jersey soon.
No. I feel like that he understands how to allow Westbrook to be effective, where he could be able to go ahead and get his points, and obviously AD, he's kind of taking a step back and nothing's been said. So I actually like a lot of what I've been seeing.
Step at LeBron James.
I'm going to go LeBron James an A. Okay. I do like how he's playing this year. I think he's now looking to AD and like, wow, this is probably the best player I ever played with. Like, I mean, you really think about it, like just pound for pound,
no question.
I mean, he's like, wow, this guy is like doing it. I can literally give him the torch, on his team. And so I think his defense could be better. But I mean, saying his defense could be better at year 20 That's nitpicking at this point. My man don't have the same lateral quickness to get all the way out there from the lane to the 3-point line. Like that's a stretch to get out there and then to recover and then get the rebound and then push it and then get in the sets. That's a lot for him. I mean, I'm not going to even go there. But for what he's doing right now, and come on, look at his game today. Look at the game. Like if you're saying that somebody in year 20 is contributing like a LeBron James, and I love me some Kobe, and of course Kobe had injuries, so I can't even. But also Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't have injuries, right. And I saw Kareem at year 20. You know what I'm saying? I seen that. I seen Jordan when he was getting long in the tooth. I seen that. You know what I'm saying? It looked old.
They look
old.
LeBron don't look old.
LeBron don't look old. Yeah, so I'm just saying he's contributing at a high MVP. Not a little MVP might be a little stretch because the next person you're going to talk about is MVP, but he's definitely an all-star.
I'll go with you with the A-. I think he's playing great. I think separate today's last second pitch out to Reeves. He still makes some poor late game decisions. He's kind of always done that, so that's not anything really new, to be honest with you. But definitely an A- because when he's out there, you still stand a chance. Now we're going to keep this train rolling again. All right. Cool. And we know who we're getting to next.
Andrea wants to say something.
Andrea, you got something to say?
Real quick, Andrea, run out of time, but go ahead.
He gets a B. He gets a B+.
Okay.
He's either shooting us in or out of games. I think Russ is looking smarter on the facilitating as of late. And then I also think free throws, he needs a go-to move, and his defense is non-existent. So I'll give him a B+.
All right, that's fair. That's really close to our A-. Man,
I gave him a higher. I gave him a higher
right.
Than Andrea.
What does that make you? I don't know. That makes you a LeBron lover. It's all right. He's not a hater.
It's all right. My other bounce is coming real soon.
All right, guys. Let's do this one here. I think this one's obvious here. We've got Anthony Davis, guys. Anthony Davis. I'm going to get started with this one just because MVP caliber ball, A+. He's risen to the occasion. Knock on wood, he's staying healthy, and he's still getting knocked down. He's still getting hit hard. He's playing that 5 role, which he doesn't like. He gets banged down there a lot, but he's playing it. He's dominating it. He's the one that they have to scheme for on the other teams when they're talking about the Lakers. He's making the difference. Without AD, he's definitely the MVP of this team. Without AD, we do not stand a chance. Stat
A+. 100%. A+. And kind of like going back to what Andre was saying about LeBron James, sometime late situations. I'm at the point now, if I'm looking at LeBron James take more shots than AD, I think we're messing up. I think AD should be taking more of the shots at the end, especially even this game. If we looked at the last couple of possessions of the game, AD didn't really get the ball. And I mean, I know LeBron some kind want to go ahead and take the ball, but I don't think even though he made that fall away jumper from the baseline, I don't think that's more of a high percentage shot than what AD can get when he's facing up and he's rolling to the basket.
That's not what we want.
That's not what
he may have made it, but it's not what
you
want.
Yeah, it's like you make that, you just got to take your hat for him.
Yeah,
whereas AD, he's now getting his. I mean, he's doing like you look at his numbers, it'd be like 14, 20. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he's so efficient. He's getting the rebounds now. Remember that couple of times I remember in one game in the bubble, he had like 1 rebound in that finals. I think he had like a rebound. Like he didn't get a rebound. Now he's getting like double digit 12, 13, 14 rebounds a game. Not to mention getting a couple of like blocks a game. So he's flirting with MVP and defensive player of the year. So yes, if anything less than an A+, I think we're doing AD as a service.
So real quick, because we got Fredo coming up. I gotta talk to him about something real quick before we go. We run out of time. I'm gonna give AD an A+ for everything I'm making with everything you guys are saying. And now for the first time, I'm not afraid when he falls.
Right.
So that's
A+ for that.
Hey, not holding your breath every single time.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta get
is Fredo here? Let's see if Fredo's
Fredo, you out here
for us. Looks like he's driving, but we're gonna bring him in. Let's bring Fredo online. Hey, Fredo, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yes, I am driving right now. I'm leaving SoFi Stadium
real
right
quick,
now.
So y'all, Fredo popped on here. I invited Fredo on because Fredo. I want to explain to everybody.
Called you out.
If you call, he has a show called Monday Night Fredo,
which you need to watch. It's on the Infinity Studios streaming channel every Monday night at 8 p.m.
Okay, it's on Infinity Studios. And Monday Night Fred, I respect him. I've been on the show a couple of times, but this guy was talking crazy again about how he thinks the Celtics are like one of the best teams in the league, and he challenged me on his show. He said wanted to bet me that the Celtics were going to beat the Lakers at home. I think the game's on Tuesday, right? And he challenged me to a bet. And again, let me just say this. You are nowhere near close to being any type of a Laker fan if you continue to root for the Celtics for any reason. Number one. Now I'm going to say that. Number two, sir, I am going to accept that bet. You're breaking up. So that's good. You break it up so I can continue to talk. Number two, I do accept that bet. I do accept that bet. We're gonna be there at full strength. There's no way the Celtics are going to be able to beat the Lakers at home when we have full strength. I accept your bet. You called me out. I'm accepting it.
Okay, so you're accepting it for how much though? That's
$100, man. I want you to cash at me when you go.
Okay.
All right, man. I'm accepting that bet because you know what? And I'm more mad at you for rooting for the Celtics. That's why I want to take your money again. I'll let y'all know I'm 100% for taking this man's money, and I'm going to take his money again. So I'm accepting your bet. Don't ever call me out on Monday Night Fredo again, man. Get off my podcast.
You know what?
All right, that's a bet, Fredo. That's a bet.
Wednesday Night Fredo. I'm going to have a Wednesday Night Fredo just to call you out again.
That's perfect.
All right, man. Hey,
thank you, Fredo. All right, so the bet's on, guys. Fredo Cervantes and Money Mike, they have a bet now, and this is going down to the LA Lakers versus Celtics.
This dude literally was talking about the Celtics, about how great they are and how they gonna win the championship. Right. And you literally are in LA. And you say you're a Laker fan. Why you own the Celtics nuts?
Come on, there
man.
You go.
Those are really good questions.
They are good questions.
I just don't understand that.
That is good questions. All right, guys. So everybody knows, even on the fan club, that here on the Profanity Nation podcast, we always finish our show with a segment we call Money Mike's Out of Bounds. Money Mike's going to share his thoughts or opinions on a topic, and it's really simple. He just wants to know if those thoughts are in bounds or out of bounds. Money Mike, you've got the mic.
Hey, I'm really excited about this one, man. Because you know what? I have to admit something.
Okay.
LeBron is the GOAT. Okay. What? LeBron is the GOAT. And complaining about a call and not getting back on defense.
The GOAT in that.
Am I out of bounds to say that LeBron is the best ever to go to beg for a call, wave his hands, talk to the referee while the play is already down on the other side and he ain't got back on defense? Am I out of bounds for saying that?
All right, fan club, go ahead and blink your mics if you got something to add. Just let us know if Money Mike's inbounds or out of bounds.
Let me know. Hey, Crispy, Crispy, I'm calling you out. Am I out of bounds for saying LeBron is the GOAT and complaining about calls and not getting back on defense?
That's what you did there.
Crispy, let me see what you said. He don't even want to comment.
No one does.
Nah, Money Mike, you inbounds, man.
I'm inbounds? There you go.
You inbounds on this one.
My man. That's one. Andrea, I saw you blinking your mic.
Homie, you're inbound. Him and Luka tied though, but they literally do the same.
That's funny.
All right.
So they use that. They use that as an excuse.
Alante, I see you over there. Am I inbounds? Maybe not there. All right. Hey, Stat Pat.
Definitely inbounds, Mike.
Hey. I'm loving it.
Hey, I think I'm going to have to give you that. We're going to go for 1,000. We're going to go for 100%.
Oh, man.
He inbounds, bro. It is so embarrassing every time. I'm like, man, get back on D. Bro, why your hands up? Dude, he ain't giving you the call. The call has already been done. You got to go. And it'd be like 3.
He ain't going to play defense, but still get back on D.
Yeah, so at least run. At least take a spot out there.
At least run back.
Yeah, at least block a lane or something. I'm going to say inbounds, and it appear that he likes to use that as an excuse to not have to run back and grab his breath or whatever it is. But like he said, he's not exactly a top defender in the league anymore. He just doesn't seem to put out the effort. If you have a LeBron apologist out there, they say, yeah, but it's regular season. That's what Bron always did. Well, that's not acceptable. So with that, yeah, man, you got 100%. I don't know if you thought you were going to get that, but you definitely did.
You know what? I just want to throw it out there. This is what I be feeling. I'm like, you know what? He is a golden something.
It's something.
It's something.
So he's just above Luka. He's just above Luka right now.
Luka.
All right,
He gets an A+.
That sounds
And that-
awesome.
It's been
guys.
a go. And complain about a call and then getting back on defense.
There you go, and an A- on his play the whole year
Yeah.
from you, which isn't bad.
There you go.
So you gave him his roses, and you took him away.
You know.
All right, and he deserved both, by the
Right.
way. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. This was an awesome podcast, awesome
Yep,
show. We got a chance to
yep.
grade the team. We'll do it again around the halfway mark or all-star break, and then we're going to go ahead and wait till the end of the season, and we'll see how our boys in gold and purple do. Until then, this is the Profanity Nation podcast. Be sure to tune in real soon at 10 p.m. today on the Infinity Studio streaming channel. We have the Waiver Wire hosted by your not only then Money Mike and Marco Nunez, the former head athletic trainer for the Los Angeles Lakers. They break down the NFL's fantasy sports injuries. They let you know what the real deal is on these players. They let you know who you should pick up, who you should drop. We all know it's getting near playoff time. You're trying to get your team into the playoffs, and you want to know who is going to make it the long haul to get you through the playoffs and win your league. The Waiver Wire is where you want to see. That's at 10 o'clock tonight. 10 o'clock tonight on the Infinity Studio streaming channel. What you need to do is you're already on YouTube. Go ahead on there. Click that subscribe button. That's how you're not going to miss anything. For Money Mike, Step Pat, I'm Simsta. This is the Profanity Nation podcast. Thank you. Thank you to the Los Angeles Lakers fan club, Drea, everybody, Crispy, everybody who helped us, Alante, everybody who tuned in. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next week as usual. Have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.